Zach has really improved as years gone on. Battled through some. He's got the elbow brace on. He's battled through some things, and you just see him steadily getting better and better every week, and becoming more comfortable in his role out there at Sam.
Do you feel like the second unit of linebackers has improved their game as well?
Yeah,
They're making plays.
I think really over the course of October, there's no doubt that Perry's contributing more. We're able to get him in the game more. What we just found is that over the course of the season and the grind of the games, the type of offense that we were playing, we just had to start rolling guys more. I think Owens is starting to contribute more and more. Got to get Mike Smith involved more and more just to help get these young guys through this sort of the dog days of the season.
Jamal Carter, how would you assess his play? And last game there was some frustration there when he didn't pick up the ball.
Well, yeah, that was certainly more than a key moment in the game. The one thing about Jamal is his efforts never in question. He has been a great leader for us in terms of keeping the guys going the way that he works out here on the practice field. When we watched that play, we actually talked about the other guys, really the second wave of guys that really should have covered him up in that situation. We felt like we might have had a chance to get on that ball, and there's also stories about what actually happened there anyway. But we need Jamal, especially now or the last month of the season, to really play his best football for us.
What did the second wave of guys do?
Well,
not do?
Sometimes they don't. You just have to get in, because you don't know really who has the ball or if anybody has the ball underneath a pile like that, and because sometimes the more of your hands that are under there, the better your chances of coming out with it.
What do you see from Malik Young? He had some meaningful snaps last weekend.
Yeah, we've been trying to push Malik more and more into the game. Malik is very talented. He's going to be an outstanding football player for us, we believe. He's very fast, and therefore he just kind of plays with that confidence. When you know you can run, you can play like that. The hardest part, like with all of our young guys, and Malik, who's sort of been introduced into the game a little bit later on, is you have to go from watching the game to playing the game. And sometimes that sounds crazy, but there's a tendency when you're out on the field, you can actually watch what's going on. Rather than just go. Malik was actually one of the sort of the guys that was the first responder to that fumble pile, and was excited and watching what's happening as opposed to just going full speed and just getting in. Which maybe if an older guy was in there, maybe they get in and maybe we come up with a possession.
Michael Jackson's been playing on special teams all year. How is he doing as a corner?
He's still developing at corner. You know what I mean? Our defensive back rotation is going to always be set by how we tackle and how we set edges and our toughness. And right now he's improving in all those things, but we just like the way the other guys. And I think we put it on tape this year, the way that our corners have tackled. That's still step one of getting on the field at corner.
And you guys are looking at another big back in James Conner. The challenge of trying to contain him, and then wanted to get your thoughts too on just what that kid has meant to Pitt and what he's done over the last 2 years.
Yeah, his story is certainly inspiring, and you can just see it when you watch the games and what he means to their offense as a leader. When your leaders are very tough people, that sort of raises the toughness of your entire football team, and the way that he runs and runs through tackles. I would say everyone on the football team is going to have to be in the mood to tackle him, because if he will find the guy that's not and can really punish you. And then the thing that they do a good job of, and what we've been preaching is it's a battle of persistence, because they're going to keep pounding him, and you can't get tired of gap control. Because that's really what happens is they're a zone blocking team, and so there's going to be a gap with everybody in it, and the second that someone's not in it, he's on to your secondary. And he's on to your secondary. That's when big people, dominate little people. So our little people got to tackle them, and our big people got to keep them from getting into our little people.
All right, thanks, Coach.